The pork tenderloin is in the oven, and for now, we're just gonna let that. I hope that it's a nice violet color inside when we cut it open. For now, it's gonna chill, and I'm gonna make my avocado. In the food processor, I diced it up while it was still as I can. I think it's just a part of the First Nation culture, but you really don't want to leave. Some cilantro, some salt, not too much. Some apple cider vinegar, just a splash, because it's a component in all of the dishes here. And that's it. I'm going to puree this, check the consistency, adjust it a little bit. It wasn't quite smooth enough. I added a little bit more apple cider vinegar and lime juice, and now I'm going to puree it again. Check the Okay, so I've got the Brussels sprouts that we're browning inside the bacon grease. I'm just going to flip them over. I don't want to disturb them too much, but I really want to get them to have that nice kind of crispy brown edge. Soak up the salt from that bacon grease, and just get another depth of flavor before we cool them for about 20 minutes. They're macerating slowly. The blueberries are breaking down. I'm just going to give it a little stir. I'm not going to disturb it too much. And I'm just going to let that add some mushrooms, cook the water out of those because they're cremini, so they produce a little bit of water. Once the water is cooked out, I'll add some herbs, some cheese, some cream, and we are going to get it in my pressure cooker. I pressure cook it for about 6 minutes, or 4 minutes actually, with a little bit of a natural release. And I cook it with just a little bit of chicken stock and some salt and pepper. Then when that's done, I'm going to use my little hand blender. I'm going to blend it up, make some rice, and I've got the mushrooms. All the water's been cooking out. It's almost gone. The onions are nice and translucent. Got some salt and pepper in there. So I'm just going to add some cream and still let that continue to cook down a bit, because all those little bits from frying the bacon and then frying the Brussels sprouts and now frying the onions separately, all those little bits kind of built up flavor, and once I scrape those out into the cream, it's just going to add to the I'm going to scrape up the bits from the bottom. We'll add some cheese and herb. Because the pork is such a heavy protein with the crust and everything on it, I decided to go with the avocado dressing because it adds the extra fat without adding too much more carbs and doesn't really add any more protein when we're already having a protein-rich diet. And I think that the avocado, lime, and Brussels sprouts together is going to be just a really nice tenderloin on the table. Tinfoil on it covered. It is cooling down so that the moisture kind of stays inside. Right now, I'm going to add some Parmesan to my mushroom cream sauce. I burnt my hand really bad, so I got to squeeze some frozen pepperoni. But I like a really creamy, rich sauce. And I like to use the Parmesan slivers because they're just, it's easy, it's already slivered, melts quickly. That burn really hurts. And yeah, this is going to make a roux with the butter and flour, add milk and then cheese. We're doing it without any flour whatsoever, so. Right now I'm scraping the bottom gently of my cast iron while I'm stirring it because I want to get all those little crispy bits. Little buzz, don't want them too mushy because we want it to have so much ready. I am just cutting up the meat that had sat for a little while so that the moisture could redistribute. That nice little crisp on there. Hopefully it locked in all of those delicious flavors from the cheese and the mustard and the lime. Yeah, herb and parm crusted tenderloin. So now I'm going to put some of this coleslaw that I made with the bacon grease fried Brussels sprouts and the avocado dressing. This delicious, creamy, cheesy Parmesan sauce right in the middle. So in the winter time here, it's cold for a very long time. We only get about 3 hours of sunlight a day in the winter. So everybody is looking for that comfort food. Everybody goes for the heavy and the warm and the tastes like grandma. And one of those dishes that's very popular here in the Yukon is pork chops with mushroom soup and rice. That's it, all mixed together. Everybody loves it. So today I wanted to make an elevated version. So I have the herb and parm crusted tenderloin with a cauliflower mash, a Parmesan and fresh mushroom cream sauce, and then the coleslaw made with the Brussels sprouts. And that is the dish that I have decided to make for you today.